What's going on, guys? Today we're going to talk about an alternative way to craft golden gear. Um, Outside of doing the expert Godmode Dungeons, there is a quest line that you can do called the Old Quin Handmade quest line. I'm going to show you how to accept that quest, how to um, use the blueprints and other crafting materials to make gear that is gold tier gear for a way cheaper price than what you would do having to grind out weekly dungeons. But it does have an element of randomness to it. So what you can do is actually come in Sulan to Commerce Steward and accept a quest called the Old Quin Quest, the Old Quin Handmade Equipment. And this is a 120 round quest log where you'll be asked to gather and craft materials and take them around town to different NPCs. It gives a lot of XP, so 10k XP every time, every round at minimum. And every 40 rounds in the quest, you get a box with a random chance to get a ring recipe or any other type of equipment recipe. So, um, using those recipes, you can actually craft golden gear that is the same power level as natural crafting, but it is significantly cheaper because you use just normal gathered materials instead of limited dungeon runs. So, for instance, what you need to craft is a formulation. So, these cost stones and peach syrup and some favor crafting materials, but you can also buy these without any favor, and I'll show that too. Um, you also need these, I don't know how to pronounce this, like belay things for your weapons, and I think you need them for armor too, yep. And there's different recipes based on the type of material, so cloth, I believe, is for spirit shapers, and then tough armor is like leather for gunslingers, and then your rigid armor is for vanguards. So all you really need to do is gather the materials to make the formulation and the belay, and then you also need to make an identity oil to identify the weapon, um, or whatever you're making and its special traits. So you can get, like I said, it's a 120 round quest, so you can get 3 recipes a week naturally, and you can also buy them here if you go to the auction house and go to handmade equipment blueprints. You can buy them. They're pretty cheap right now, so 35k for gunslinger equipment, which is my class. And it goes all the way up, and if you go to the high end, these are level 50 crafting recipes that people are just getting their hands on this week because nobody was able to hit 50 and do Old Quin before the reset, or they chose to get gold gear, the level 49 gear, because it's a little bit more accessible. But you can buy everything here to make your weapons. They're actually relatively cheap. Or you can craft them yourself if you have a high enough crafting level like I do. I have a 100% chance to craft it all, so it just makes more sense for me to either buy or gather the base materials and craft them myself. So I'm going to go ahead and buy a blueprint. I'll just buy the trouser blueprint. Oop. So now I have this blueprint in my bag here. If you come over to this vendor here, the wholesale material seller, he sells all of the materials you need, the tortoise shells and the scrolls, to make your crafting materials. So now that I have that, I think... Oop, no. Here we go. And I actually need some termites too, so I don't think I have any, so I'm just gonna buy 2 termites. we go. So now I can make this armor formulation here. I have 100% success rate. And boom, I'm 1/3 of the way done crafting my armor. The next thing you need to do is make this, I believe it is this armor belay. Okay, so I'm just gonna buy one because they're not that much more expensive anyways. And then animal hide are super cheap. So boom, I just made this tough armor belay for less than 3k. Boom, super easy. And now I just come over here that I have all 3 pieces, and I can do normal crafting, fine crafting, or exquisite crafting. I'm not exactly sure how you get these naturally. I just buy them off the auction house. And as you can see, there's a bunch in sale for bulk. So I'm gonna do an exquisite craft. So I have all 3 of these materials here that we all just, made right quick. And some glass firestone, and it costs 3,000 coins. And boom, crafted my pants. So now I have these unidentified, intricate crafted leather pants. And what I can do is I can make identity oil in the alchemy tab under woodwork. Basic identity oil, oops. So I need pearls, and pearls are sold by the vendor across the bridge that we visited earlier. Pearls are actually pretty expensive. They're almost 1k each. But it's still, considering you're getting basically the best gear for your class and your level, it's worth it. So now we can go to woodworking, identity oil, and craft our identity oil. Oh wait, no. Ooh, glad I canceled it. I need armor identity oil, which actually requires termites. So now we can go to woodwork, identity oil, and craft it. Now that we have this crafted, we can use our identity oil on our pants, and boom, refined leather pants have been crafted. So they're actually only level 45 level requirement, but as you can see, the pants I have are socketed, they're max XP, and they have +5 refinement on them, and there's still only 200 equipment of value ahead. So when I go through and I transfer my refinement levels and I transfer my gems, this gear should be way stronger than the current gear I have on. So I hope this helped you guys learn a little bit about the crafting system. I know the crafting system in Revelation Online is very daunting to begin with, but hopefully this will help you guys get geared up a little bit faster and maybe save you a little bit of money with the old Quin crafting. Good luck.